Howdy folks, Justin here. Season 2 has begun. I'm sorry, Season 3 has begun of the Elder Scrolls Legends open beta. Hist Grove is the card that we're all thinking about and seeing on a ladder. It's some really greedy decks, and so we're going to play one of the more greedy decks that we've ever come up with, which is saying something because I love ramping into big creatures. One of the things I think Hist Grove lets you do is ramp in other colors besides just Scout combination. So while I have put together a deck that I enjoy with Scout, I wanted to see what we could do in Sorcerer, ramp into some gigantic and ridiculous creatures like Nahagleave, Indoril Archmage, Blood Magic Lord, Supreme Atromancer, the Dragon Priest, and Odahviing. And we've got some other cards in there for fun. We have the Staff of Sparks and Venom Tongue combo. Always good time. Playing against Sparkalophobia. Halloween must be a bad time of year for this gentleman. We're going to keep Ice Storm. Playing Archer. So I think, well, if he's running Jarl, it's going to be trouble. It's going to be tough to combat his card advantage. But we're going to try to bleed our opponent out of resources. Whether or not we're successful is, I guess we're about to find out, right? I have Cranberry Diet Sparkling Cranberry Ocean Spray here. Another removal spell. Something we can use before turn 6, which is nice. Yeah. So I think we just firebolt that. And next turn we lay the Tree Minder down in whatever lane our opponent is investing their time into. Withered Hand Cultist. Pretty good against us, actually. So just try to keep him off his game a little bit. Dune Smuggler, okay. Seems pretty good for our opponent. This is definitely the time to be playing these sorts of aggressive decks too, right? Because everybody's playing these insanely greedy Hist Grove decks, and so why not go face and punish them for their ideas? Or I'm sorry, not ideas, but the gall of these players to try something different. Okay, so they're out of Ice Storm range. We couldn't cast Ice Storm even if we wanted to. We don't have a lot of plays. We're going to swing and pass the turn. And it looks like another quick defeat, to be honest with you. I don't think we're coming back from this. Which is a bummer. Yep. Crushing Blow. And another Cliff Racer. These are exciting highbrow cards. And that guy is really doing work against us, isn't it? Well, we will play Nahagleave. Hope that it does some work. Fighters Guild Recruit. Another Withered Hand Cultist. It's pretty painful. Honestly, I'm kind of interested in Crushing Blow on that, despite the fact that we have so little going on here. That card is doing work. Okay. What does our opponent have for us? Earthbone Spinner seems pretty good. Okay. Well, this does give us a clear with Ice Storm. Although, whether or not that's good enough is probably debatable, right? See if we can't come back from this. We have Dragon Priest next turn into Blood Magic Lord, if that's any good, but Seems like it's probably not. We have Shrieking Harpy into Storm Atronach. So whatever we do has got to involve Shrieking Harpy. We can Shrieking Harpy, Relentless Templar. That's 6. That leaves us 3 Magicka Histgrove, I guess. Alright, keep hope alive. Let's see what we can do. Mage Slayer, Deshaun Avenger, Murkwater Butcher. My opponent's all in on this strategy. Okay, so Blood Magic Lord, Gargoyle. What's better, Gargoyle or Crushing Blow? I think Crushing Blow. We're dead to Tazcad and Tazcad alone, I think. So, assuming our opponent doesn't have Tazcad, which they always do, I always have Tazcad, we should be good. But it looks like he definitely has Tazcad, so. Alright. Not Sparkler. Interesting. No Tazcad. So there's still a chance. Still a chance. Let's see what we get. Shackle all enemy creatures in a lane. That's pretty solid. Yeah. I don't think we're quite ready to commit to playing Supreme Atromancer. We're still struggling to make a comeback. Cool, Withered Hand Cultist. Desperate Conjuring. Alright. Hello, Nahag Leave. So we can get an 8-drop with that? That seems pretty reasonable. Roaring Sentry. Alright. You don't play big dumb decks like this without wanting to put big dumb creatures on the board. Even a Burn and Pillage isn't disastrous, right? Okay. Do we have lethal on board? I feel like we have to have a lot. So we have 9, 10, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Alright, let's go for it. No strategy, we're just playing big dumb creatures. And we got it. Alright guys, so brand new deck, brand new season, brand new tie. I hope you enjoyed the Psycho Killer Big Dumb deck. If you have suggestions for what we should call this, let me know. But I feel like that should be one of our worst matchups, so the fact that we came out on top like that is, I think, a testimony to the strength of the deck. There's certainly improvements to be made. Archer and Venom Tongue, Archie and Venom Tongue, however you pronounce that. A card I really like, and I played for a month in the closed beta and in the original Scout deck, but mostly I think it's in here because I want to combine it with Staff of Sparks. Yeah, so there you go. I hope you enjoy this, and don't worry, we got lots of interesting decks coming up this season. The end of last season, yesterday, I was... So, 2 days ago, I was ranked 20 in Legend ranked 20, and I started playing some decks that... I got kind of bored, honestly, playing Scout deck against Control Mage every other game. and started playing some of my own creations, my own brews. I mean, to be honest with you, I never net decked in this game. Not because there's anything wrong with it, but just because the reason I enjoy this game is because I like to throw together bizarre decks. And I ended up like Legend 120. And I realized, because I was getting pretty stressed about it, I was getting pretty tilted about my plunging rank, and I realized last night that what's really important is that I build the decks that I want to build, and I have fun building them. I'm never going to choose to play the tier 1 deck of the moment or anything like that, because what is a high legend rank really mean if you're not having fun? And I kind of lost sight of that last night. So that's why we're kicking off this season with a brand new bizarre deck, and that's what we're going to keep doing here on this channel. So I hope you enjoy watching. If you have any ideas for which one I call this deck, or any decks you want to see, I already got a request for a Dweemer deck that I'm working on. Just let me know. Thanks for watching, guys, and enjoy the beginning of the season.